I need to teach you how to go live. This is crazy. Okay. So, Facebook and Instagram posts. Like, link it, and then I divide it into 4 categories. Motivation and engagement, which means, like, I follow a couple groups that are, like, post, like, pictures of, like, different motivational things. And so I literally save that picture, and I will just repost it. And so it's not a share. Like, I'm not sharing it because actually Facebook does not show a lot of shares. If that makes sense. But they will show your own posts. So engagement posts is usually a poll or some kind of question, or drop some emoji, like anything. Usually those get like a lot of like responses because it's like more personal, right? Which dress should I wear? Or like, oh, what is the best place to eat in Bismarck or something? And everyone wants to tell their opinion, you know? So it's good engagement because then all the people that are commenting are going to start seeing your posts going forward. So something like that. Obviously, you don't have to do that all the time. I do that like, I don't know, once a month. But like, I try to throw in there motivational. If I like scroll through Facebook quick and I run across and like, ooh, this looks really cool. Save. Hop on Instagram. Plus, add, share, done. It takes like 5 seconds. And then live video or a product post. So anything related to Younique. Whether it's like opportunity or hey, this is a sale, or before and after picture, anything, like whatever you can come up with, right? Like whatever that is. And then something you like. So like, I don't know, anything. You know, people would listen to you if you tell them your honest opinions, right? Like if I really enjoy this cook once, eat all week book, I'll probably share that on there, you know, like maybe even tag it on Instagram and that hashtag or whatever, you know, like this is where I got the idea. People are like, oh, what is that? I want, you know, so people are starting to trust you more and like having more reliance on what you're saying. So not just like, what's that? Okay. Then.
I didn't know you were videoing.
Oh, it's fine. Just that for some other girls that could make it.
Dad's gonna stop and grab the shirts off for the kids.
Oh, sure. Okay. So, you were like speedy drinking there or what?
Huh?
Nothing. All right.
I'll learn how to write words at some point.
Yeah.
Is that your name?
Yeah, I do. Right. Okay, save in the live. So whenever I do a live video, what I do, like on the left bottom corner, like seriously, like, are you like swallowing that whole?
I am.
Okay.
Make sure you share that on Facebook.
Yeah, we will. Absolutely. On the left bottom corner, there is a save button. It literally says save. Right before you click post your live video, it says save. Yes, we do. Somewhere. Can crayons be okay, you guys?
We only have crayons.
Oh, boo. I don't know.
I don't know where to point it now.
There's some in that table, inside that table, under the blue thingy over there.
That?
There might be a couple there.
I know that.
Anyway. So what I usually
Say
do...
thank you.
I will save it, and then I started a YouTube channel, which is like super easy to start. Nobody really watches it, but who knows? Maybe it'll become viral one day. But I'll post it there with description, and I'll drop my link in there. And then Instagram TV. So when you go on the Instagram, there's a little TV sign on the top. If you click on there, you can actually share your videos there with different hashtags and descriptions, or you can put the link in there. The only restriction there is it has to be between 15 seconds and 15 minutes. So most of the time, I hope like your lives are a little bit less than 15 minutes, because otherwise not a lot of people are going to sit there and watch like 30-minute makeup tutorial. Unless you're super like excited and fascinating. And then I try to post to the Facebook and Instagram stories because they're linked. There is more like date like anything like I come across, like, ooh, this cherry one is yummy, like, yeah, like random stuff, or like, ooh, zucchini boat, like, I don't know, you know, people scroll through there, and then I'll throw the unique posts in there, like lash picture, or like kudos sales or something like that, if that makes sense. Okay.
And that's on your personal page.
Yes, I go to Instagram, and then I click on the left top corner where you add to the stories, and because my profile is linked to Facebook, so it adds it to the stories on Facebook at the same time. So I have to do it twice, I just do it once. And then, so yeah, stories are shown to everybody right now. It used to be differently, but now like all the algorithm things changed on Facebook. I am not professional at this. Like all I hear like bits and pieces there, like, yeah, stories is where it's at. All right, let's post the stories. You know, that's how far I go. And then VIP group, I am changing it up a little bit in the last like 2 weeks. I started a completely different thing where I decided I will share things that are inside and personal, and like things that like around my life that are not only makeup related. So I changed it up a little bit. I changed the name. I think all of you are in there, and like I just try to share like things like, I don't know, like things that I'm not going to post on my main Facebook page, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like, oh, I'm shaving the legs, like this is pretty cool, like that thing, like a hair literally came out. Like, you get so much more people like responding, they're starting to see those posts, and then like, because we can do in closed groups, we can do the sales. So like I broke up collections and I did like a flash sale at the end of the last month. So, you know, besides that, like I try to share things more than just makeup, and you can do whatever you want. Like, it's not like, oh, you have to do this way, but I'm just seeing there is way more interaction, people are checking the page way more, just because I'm not constantly like vomiting Younique all over.
Do you know where your mom is?
I think she's at home, honey.
Okay.
Alright, are you guys gonna go check it out?
No, I was just gonna go give Mom her papers.
Okay, sounds good.
Can I come?
Nope, you have to stay here, honey. They'll be back. Hey, Jillian, can you watch Lila go, please? Thank you. I want her to just, it's like 2 houses down.
Where'd the girls go?
They'll be right back.
Where are they?
Lila went to give her mommy her painting.
Oh.
They'll be right back. Okay. And then one of the main things that I discovered is personally messaging everybody, thanking them for liking, viewing your life, or commenting on your life or on your posts that are Younique related. And so many times people would just like it or whatever, or pop on my live video, and I didn't do anything with that. And then all of a sudden later on, I would message them and they were like, oh yeah, I was gonna tell you I wanted that, or something like that. You go. And I never, like, almost like you have to approach it, but I don't approach them like, hey, did you want that? I just genuinely say, hey, thanks so much for popping in and making me feel like I'm not by myself there all the time. Hi! You can come in. Is he might be still downstairs.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Do you want to go get him? Nora, come here. You could just, oh, it's just, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, I think they're all like downstairs there.
Are they still?
Yeah. Alright, so then, speaking of like boosting the algorithm, so like if you go and comment, I try to do maybe like 10 comments, and I do it like strategically. So I don't just go and like randomly comment like on guys' posts, because I really don't care. But I'll go like just genuinely though, like I don't comment necessarily. I just try to look through people's profiles and things that like interest me, like first day of school or something. I'm like, oh my gosh, like which school is, you know, or something, like how was the first day of school? But like it's not because I'm just commenting and throwing it out there, but like I either want to like uplift somebody, you know, you look beautiful, you know, or something in that matter. But I will go and comment just because. Yes, thank you. Have a good night. Just because I want more people to see you. Because if you do that before you go live, way more people are actually going to see you live. So that's a little bit different. And then another thing I tried to do, even though now I'm up to like, I think 2,600 Facebook friends, I started with 3 plus 100. I think I had 324 when I started Younique. Yeah. But I think 26 or 2,700 now. But I do try. It doesn't happen all the time. I can admit that. But I do try to wish friends happy birthday in Messenger. I don't post on their wall because that's what everybody else is doing. I go to Messenger, and I just feel like if somebody would do that to me, that would make me feel special. So that I try to do it for them. Like I said, it does not happen every day because sometimes it's like, 15 people have birthday today. Oh, I don't have time for this. So I'll definitely pick the people that I like know really well. So I try not to miss their birthday, even though sometimes it does happen because like it'll be like a long list of people with birthdays, and then I would forget it for 3 days. I'm running around, and it's like, oh crap, like that person had a birthday. I should have wished that one, but anyway, it's a good habit to be like just even connecting with those people, because some people I've never even talked on Messenger before. But once you go on Messenger, you wish them happy birthday. A lot of times, you know, they respond. You might even start a conversation. Hi. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. So a lot of times, like that kind of starts up conversations. You can have like, oh, what would you do for your birthday or something like that. And then I try to add 5 new friends on Facebook every day. So don't be terrified. I literally go to people you may know and look through anybody who I have more than 20 friends in common. I friend them. They have to, okay, a couple of restrictions. They have to be a girl. And most of the time I try, and now I kind of look through their profile a little bit. I try not to add necessary. It doesn't happen very often. I think there was only one profile that I saw that was like, whoa, like, hey, be nice. What are you doing?
You got a comment.
It's fine. Oh, somebody's
From Michelle?
Huh?
From Michelle?
Oh, that's a group. Okay. This is a messenger icon, okay?
Oh.
Yep. All right, we're learning. It's okay. This is a messenger, so if you click on it, it pops in like a messenger. So I'm like in a boatload of different groups. Like this is the 30 Days of Lives that I did not succeed in. But
oh, I thought this was Wonderlashes.
no, this one was 30 Days of Lives. Wonderlushes is a purple one. This one is like a calendar thing.
I meant the live video. How do you know which group you're posting to?
No, this is in the right group. The comment came to Messenger, not to Facebook group.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. Okay. So
yeah,
anyway,
I have, I think 100 friends on Facebook. So maybe.
And like I said, I started with very little amount of friends. Okay, and a lot of times like I just friend request. The only restriction I have sometimes, like I may skip a person that's like a diehard Limelight person or something, like because we have conflicting interests. Like I don't want to annoy her with my Younique posts, basically, if that makes sense, you know. Yeah. That's the only person I probably avoid. And of course the guys, like I probably out of 2,600, I would be curious to know there's maybe like 50 guys on there, or like just family and close friends, you know. So the rest are girls. And I literally just go like add. Anybody who has more than 20. When I started, it was much harder because I only had 300 friends too. Like it was hard to find anybody who you have more than 20 friends in common. And that's not a rule. You can add people that you have less friends in common or more. It's up to you. This is kind of like my internal rule, but I feel like if there is 20 people that we know that are the same, right? Like, I don't feel too awkward to add that. I've been doing this for 2 years. There was only one time the girl messaged me, how do I know you? I'm like, I don't know. I thought I did. We have people in common, you know? Like, just be honest with him. Like, oh, I just added you. You don't have to respond. It's no biggie. Other than that, they either ignore it or delete it and whatever. I don't even keep track of it. Like, I don't want to hurt my feelings. Like, did they respond? Like, I could care less. I added and moved on, if that makes sense. But then they will keep adding and adding and adding. Then, of course, the second way is adding from, like, your Facebook parties, like, whatever. Like, I would add every single person that was in there and send them a message. So some of them I've had that may have added me like 2 years ago and they never replied to the message or nothing. So, I mean, it could be different situations, you know? And like some of them, I got a message 3 days ago. The lady messaged me, never. Like, I used to work with her husband 8 years ago. Like, that's how long ago that was. And that's probably how long ago I actually talked to her. And she never commented or liked or nothing. Like, never. I didn't even know that she was in my friends list. I'm not gonna lie. She messaged me 2 days ago. And she's like, hey, I'm looking to switch your makeup brands. I really wanted to try Younique. How can I do this? Okay, what are you looking for? Let's find something that you like. I made a couple suggestions. She went on the website and ordered $100. Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sweating because
This kid is gonna pass out somewhere. Okay. Then other things for like your daily task list. It doesn't have to take like an hour, right? Like, I literally do it as you go, like, as long as you almost like make it a part of your day, so then it doesn't have to be like feel like a task. What's up, Dad?
I gotta grab some tomatoes that I forgot to grab last night.
Do you want the big ones
Big
and the
ones.
little
No,
ones?
I want little ones. We got little ones.
Okay.
Just a couple of them.
Here.
No,
Do you
that-
want like the red ones or
Yeah,
which
that's
one?
good.
That one?
And then a cucumber.
And the cucumber.
Good one.
These two too.
oh my god.
We have a lot. Thank you. What's up? Okay.
I pointed it down just in case you didn't want to be on video.
It's so much
Oh,
work.
fine. Okay. Emma, be careful, please. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thanks, Dad.
Oh my god.
Please don't like pass out. Take a deep breath. All right. So, what I'm trying to say is that, like, don't try to, like, oh my god, I have all this tasks to do. Holy cow. Like, I want to be consistent, but man, this is a lot, right? Like, I don't want you to feel that way because it shouldn't be that way. What I do, some people, like, maybe if they're doing this full-time or something, they schedule their live. I'm going to be live at 8 o'clock. I have no idea what's going to happen at 8 o'clock, okay? Like, my life is unpredictable. Like, things can go south really fast. Like, I don't know what time my kids are going to go to bed. Like, I don't never know. So what I do, like, if I feel like I have maybe 10 minutes to myself and, like, it might be quiet, like, I'll close the bathroom door and I'll pop in and I'm like, okay, I got to do my makeup anyway. So I'll just turn on my video and just turn on and go live. I don't like feel like, oh my god, I gotta go live. I gotta do this. I gotta do this post. No, like I scroll through Facebook, like, ooh, this motivation quote looks really good. Save, go post. Okay, keep on going. Oh, I like this puppy. You know, like it's kind of like 5 minutes, and I'm already doing it as I'm technically working my business, hanging out on Facebook. You know, like I'm not like spending too much time scrolling, but yet I'm like. As I pop on there, but I don't spend all day on there. Like I work all day long, you know. Like I just so. But what you want to be doing consistently is adding friends, because if you're not expanding your network, you're gonna run out of customers rather quickly, right? So like if somebody buys a mascara, there's another 3 months before they need a new one. If they buy a palette, they might be set for like a couple years we're talking, right? So if you're not adding any more new people to your network and getting to know new people, it's harder and harder to sell. Like, there's only so much makeup that people need. Luckily, there are usable things, and luckily there's variety of colors, and people love different options. That they, you know, like I have this lipstick, but I want this brown one for fall, or I want this fall palette, and you know, so there is a lot of things in mascara, like it lasts 3 to 4 months, you need a new one after that, or you know, these type of things, or like even like a cleanser or something, it still will run out. It might take you 6 months, or primer, it might take you a year, but you will eventually run out, right? So you'll still want those people in your network, but you want to be constantly adding more and more and more.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then following up with customers. So I'm not necessarily great at it, but I try to. So what do you want to do? And I started scheduling it. I started trying to be organized, you guys. But I started scheduling it. If somebody buys it, let's say somebody bought a 4D mascara. Okay, they bought it, whether it's through me in my bulk order, that I just combine everybody's order and I purchase it and I just either deliver or they'll stop over and grab it or something, right? I write it down, and then I go to my phone and go to my calendar, and I go 10 days or I go 10 days after the order date, and then I say follow up with Christy about 4D mascara. And then I go 3 months after that date. And I said follow up with Christy to reorder 4D mascara. Does that make sense? When I follow up first time, I say, hey, want to make sure that you're loving it. Did you get it? How is it going? You want to make sure we give good customer service, because that's one of the biggest differences. If they go to Ulta, they're screwed. Like, if they don't like it, or if the skin reacts to it or nothing, like, they can't just go back and return it. With us, we can always help them out to return it, exchange it. I've never had any skin reactions, but I've had, like, where a person be like, I just don't dig this color. It just, like, doesn't look good on me. No problem. Let's exchange it. Make them happy. If they're happy, you can ask them to be an affiliate. If they're not happy, try to make them happy. Then, 3 months later, you'll send them a message and be like, hey, just checking. I used to love your mascara. How's everything going? It looks like it's about to expire. Just want to let you know I'll be placing a bulk order on Saturday. Do you want me to grab you a new one? Leave it at that and see what they say. And go from there. If they say, wow, still good. Maybe not as good as it was before. Well, yeah, because it's expiring. Do you want a new one? Okay. Bam. You have a reorder, right? I mean, it's hard. It's hard to get into that routine, because then you always forget. I do. But then you kind of keep track of it. If it's a primer, I set it for 8 months. Because then I'll forget. 8 months down the road, I'll have no clue who ordered 8 months ago on this date, who ordered on, right? If I put it on my calendar, then the reminder will pop up and say, hey, this girl ordered, and I message her and say, yes, I'm running out. I'm like, yeah, I know. I calculated that up for ya. But you know what I mean? Like, they're almost like, oh yeah, how did you know? This is my favorite question. How did you know that I would be running out right now? I'm like, I have supervision. Okay. And then, have like, hey guys, stop. We're like nuts. We have a seat for you if you want one.
Hi.
I'm not going to offer you a drink, but... But if you like a glass of water or juice.
That's okay. I'm good right now.
You sure?
Thank you.
Okay, so guys, Emma, why don't you go downstairs, please?
We need water.
You want some water? Of course you do. Okay.
We need a secret and water for me. And a lot of cups. Sippy cup of water as well.
No sippy cups.
No, Mom. It's for a little kid.
What little kid? The little kid.
So we have the water.
Eli can drink out the cup, I'm pretty sure.
He's laying down.
Well, he'll sit up.
He can get up. Here.
No, we're trying to put him to bed.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know,
Go ahead. You need water? No?
He's halfway asleep.
Okay, just go. He'll drink out regular cup. Did you need one for him?
Yes.
Because you drank out of this one. Please don't share cups. Go. Love you. Anyway, sorry. We're just doing like the training part and we'll hang out and talk right after. I promise
Sure.
I'll try to be quick.
Just keep going.
Okay, so, and then, 5 customers asked to host. So, like, if you have any customers that are already ordered from you, make sure you always try to ask them to host. And then I try to do about 10 minutes of personal development every day. So, what that means is I don't read books. I just don't have time, like, obviously. But, like, I listen. So, I have an Audible. I would go download some books. Anything personal development. It does not even have to be like anything with sales or anything like that. Like anything, right? Like Rachel Hollis or like anything that uplifts you and like makes you like. I've been listening to 5-second rule. It's just mind blowing. Like how to get yourself motivated to do things, right? Just count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and go. Like instead of pushing a snooze button in the morning. It does work. You have to try.
It's
weird.
That when you wake up.
It's seriously weird. But you have to like actually in your head, like you have to like get started. Like it's almost like gives you that push. Like you know you need to go to the gym or you know you need to get up instead of pushing the snooze button. Like instead of like coming up with excuses, like count from 5. But anyway, that's a different story. But personal development is huge. Like it changes everything. It changes how you perceive on things. How you like communicate with other people, like your level of your confidence, like everything. Like if you would have like, I don't know if any of you know me before, Younique, 3 years ago, maybe Jennifer, you knew me, right? You could probably vouch for that. Like I have changed quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
For a person that I was really shy. I didn't really like to talk to people. I am a computer nerd. Like, I'm an accountant, like, with a big letter A. Like, I graduated, worked as an accountant. I'm a credit review officer. Like, I deal with numbers all day. I sit in front of the computer. Like, this is not me. Like, this is completely different person. I like it, though. I mean, it's nice because this is completely, like, me stepping outside of my comfort zone. Okay, so the same thing I was going to talk about, like, finding time, right? Like, you want to make sure that you need to know that you don't need 2 hours a day, like, every day, all the time. You don't need that, right? So, one of the things they were talking about, like, okay, waking up earlier, maybe 15 minutes earlier, or 10 minutes earlier, like, doing a post or answering messages or doing anything like that. Just starting your day right? Even if it's not Nora, even if it's not necessarily like doing your business, but like maybe having a cup of coffee, like in peace, like do that for yourself. And then finding time for yourself is huge, like whether it's a bubble bath or anything like that, because if your cup is empty, you can't fill anybody else's cup, whether it's your children, your husband, or anybody else. Like, you cannot help anybody else until your cup is full. Which means that even when you need to take a bath, when you feel like you're completely exhausted or something, like, maybe it takes, waking up 15 minutes earlier and just reading a newspaper in the quiet or something, Just try to find that time and try to schedule it and organize your day a little bit better. Skip Netflix or Facebook scrolling and like just those time wasters. It seems fun and everything, but then like before you know it, it's been 4 hours that you've been binge watching and you're like, what the heck? The day's over already? Trust me, I've been there before. you can post at lunch. So if you work all day, like I'll post like in the morning, and then when I'm at lunch, I'm like, oh, I'll post something there, and then after work. Then in the groups, like your VIPs or parties, you can actually schedule those. There's an option, that button right there. You can schedule like 10 days ahead and not even go back there until somebody comments. And then I try to spend some time right before bed. And of course, you can always send messages from the potty. I mean, that's the only piece of light I get. You guys have no idea how many messages you can send on the potty while you're like nobody bothering you. It's ridiculous. Okay, so you'll hear that a lot, and it's like book self-sponsor, whatever, right? But in order for any of those things to happen, like obviously growing your network through parties or through affiliate links or anything like that is huge. And then, what's that?
Strawberries?
I don't, I'm sorry. I have lots of tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Yeah, sure. Do you want some?
Do we have apples though?
Like, it's like every time it's a mess. Sorry, no apples.
Can you have peaches?
I think I have peaches actually. Do you want peaches? Okay, I'll wash you. Is it just you or anybody else wants some?
Everyone else wants some.
Okay. Alright. I'll cut it out that you guys can share. Alright, so, and then what else was I talking about? This is what I'm talking about, distraction, right? You never know how your day is gonna go. It's nuts. Okay. And then a lot of times, offer the opportunity first, because if they say no, you can always fall back. Okay, I'm just cutting it up for you guys, okay? And then you can always fall back on the party, and then if they still say no, you can always fall back on the sale. If they already say no to the sale, it's kind of hard, like you can't fall back or anything. Well, they're obviously not going to join you if they're not going to even try the product. And another thing is no is not forever, because I have had quite a few people, not pointing at me here, but, you know, like, here, quite a few people that, you know, I've heard, and even Andrea, how many times did you tell no to me?
Countless times. I don't even remember.
So, I mean, no doesn't mean no forever. It's true thing that blew my mind when I started. I was like, what? Like, they just told me literally, and leave me the heck alone. I'm like, okay. So I changed my perception. I'm like, I'm going to be a friend regardless. I don't really care if you just change your mind at some point in time in 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to drag anybody by their hair. But if you change your mind, I'm there, you know? So it makes a huge difference. And then I tried to stay organized. So I'm just going to talk super quick about, I literally gone through my phone and my apps that I use all the time for business. I have a lot of apps in my phone. So I literally just go like, I went maybe 3 days ago and was like, losing weight, you know, like this and that. And I'm like, diet coach. And I loaded like 15 apps. I'm like, what am I doing? I'll delete most of them, but I'm like, well, see if this works. Or maybe that one will work, you know. And then, but the ones that I always use that are awesome, and they're all free. The ones that I'm showing here, they're like no cost to any of them. OneNote is where you can put folders, subfolders, text, and pictures and organize it. It's amazing, not just for the business, but for anything. Like if you want to say like, I don't know, vacation, and then post subfolders, day 1, day 2, day 3, and then put the pictures in there, you can do that. But I organize it. I put any of my party, like this affiliate link, day 1, 2, 3, what I'm going to send them, so I can just copy and paste. You can upload pictures right in there. It's free, like it's really cool. I also use Excel that I don't with my phone. And then I can write my lists in there. Like, obviously, you know Excel. Like, I mean, I'm a geek, so I love Excel.
What are you guys doing?
So I do different tabs. It's not as user-friendly, of course, as it is on a computer, but it works. Other thing I use is I use any.do app for my tasks and for my calendar. But it could be anything. You can use Google Calendar or anything, like I said. Like if you're scheduling a task in the future or a lunch with somebody, because otherwise I'd be lost. Like I would have no idea like which socks to wear that day or what to do because my calendar doesn't tell me like what I'm supposed to do that day. I'm like, what?
She have Evans?
What?
Can she have Evans? Because this one's dead.
Oh.
That's the plug-in.
Is Evan going to be okay with that?
Evan's fine. You told
Okay.
it.
I don't know about that. There's going to be some beating happening.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, you having fun?
Of course we do.
No orange juice. You're hurting me.
I don't know if we have any. Yeah. Nope. We have something red.
Ooh. Yes.
I don't know. Cranberry maybe juice or what red?
Get us. I want some.
Cherry?
Cherry. Yeah, give us cherry stuff.
Where are the cups that I gave you, honey?
Well, we listen down here.
And this is how it usually goes. Anyway, invoice generator I've been using a
Here,
lot.
Mom, I found a perfect cup here.
That one is really nice because you can just add the percentage of the tax and add the item and the price.
No.
And it just calculates everything. So if I'm doing like a bulk order, I would usually use the invoice generator because I found that a lot of other Emma, shh. I found that a lot of other apps. I don't know why I'm trying to whisper.
Put a little bit in here. Put a little bit.
Fine, hold this. Who's that for? Okay, where is this?
Her.
Okay, hang on.
We ran out
Emma,
of
I gave you a bunch of cups. Like, what happened to all of those cups?
We don't want to like throw them out.
Okay, who else needs juice? You need to? Okay, she needs juice, right, too?
Yep.
Okay, hang on.
I'll get you some, okay? Anna, can we go outside?
No, guys, you have to stay inside, okay?
Okay.
Please and thank you. Here you go.
Thank you, Mom.
This is gonna be fun for somebody else to watch what's happening with you. What the heck?
It's good.
It's good? Awesome. Okay, invoice generator. So I do love that app. Like I said, it's the only app I found that is free. Like it doesn't charge you like, oh, you only have 30-day trial or something like that. Pick Collage is my favorite to make in any collages that I do make. And then I love Photo Blender. And that one is kind of nice for like before and after picture because it kind of like blends them together and it goes from one to another. And that's the only thing I use it for. And then Video Show is to put, you can take your video, then you can put words in there, you can put music in there, you can like spin it out and make it pretty. And then now, new app that I discovered is X Recorder. Is where I can click on the app, push record, and when I scroll my phone and push buttons on the phone, it records your screen. So if I'm walking somebody through something, like I don't know what to do, I can go on there, push the recorder, and instead of doing like the, you know, like where I used to like just circle things, you know, I can just record it and show him step by step walk through. Okay.
Mom.
What? What, Emma, sweetie? Are you still hungry? Here. You're welcome. Anytime. Sorry. The healthiest supper in the world. We tried with the peaches, I swear. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I did want to like share my vision of where I want to go with Younique because you guys are on my team. And so my hopes are to like what I want to be is I want to be a green status team. Hopefully by the end of December, but obviously that's not never guaranteed. That's a lot of work. hopefully by the end of 2020 we'll be a green status team. Why I want this is to be like represented on Younique map, like because right now we're like one under the pink, like it's just like little tiny. Once you hit the green, like we're splitting off as our own team. So my hope is that like once like convention comes around next August, like we can go like as one team. That would be so much fun. We'll still be together like with Allie and Sage and with everybody too. Like we're still gonna be kind of under them, but we'll be able to like we'll have our name. Like when we went to this convention, it said like Younique Convention on here, and on the back all the like CIB teams that were green and above elites had their names on there. So stuff like that. Then I would like to have at least 3 people promote to pink status. So my goal after September, because qualification period ends for the cruise, my goal is to concentrate and help 3 people to promote. So I'll be like in your business, like trying to like actually help out and concentrating on them. She looked like she wants to. Anyway, okay, so that's my vision, and then go to convention as a team. So I'm hoping that we'll probably try to drive down there, maybe in my car. Just have like a girls trip. That would be fun. And maybe like rent a big suite that we can all stay together in one spot. That's what Allie did. Like there's like 8 of them in one suite, so that would look really fun. Just like have it all together. And because it's Denver, it's not Orlando. Like it's actually doable. Whereas like before is like, oh, forget this. Okay.
Doodling too.
Yeah, I suppose. Good, thank you. Okay. I took a boatload of like notes when I was on the convention. This was all my notes, by the way. This none of it was from convention. Sorry. Okay, I'll go like super fast. Like 5 more minutes, we'll be done. Yeah, right.
You're on video saying that now.
No. Okay. So we had Lindsay Lake presenting for sales. She gets all of her like parties. Over 90% of her customers and personally enrolled came from the parties. Like I said, I don't like parties. They're never really successful for me. But I'm hoping this affiliate link is a little bit different. Find what works for you. Find like some people are super successful doing events. Some people are super successful doing 10-day parties, 1-day parties, 1-hour parties. Maybe affiliate links, like whatever that is, like you're not tied into one thing, like you have to do it this way, like do whatever you want. So find whatever works for you. Add every single person on the party, so whenever you have party, like add them as friends. Okay, so some of the things that you have to remember is make sure that you always think, I'm worthy, I'm valuable. What I have to say is important. A lot of people forget that. And a lot of times when you don't feel like you are comfortable with your own skin, like when you don't feel like you don't have confidence, like it's hard for you to pertain and help other people to gain confidence when you're lacking yourself, if you know what I mean. And it's okay as long as you're being you, if that makes sense. Like, don't ever try to be somebody else, but at the same time, try. Do you want some water?
You okay?
So,
this is the worst.
In the backyard, sure. Yes. But do not leave the backyard.
Okay.
Yes, that's fine.
Can I?
Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah,
Anybody else? Can I? Go ahead. It's concrete, I guess, you know. She got ties. Okay, I'll just keep going. Okay, post ideas, Family Younique, and me, and whatever you're interested in. Blah, blah, blah. We already talked about it. There is none like you, and that's your superpower. Make sure to remember that. Be you. I'm going to skip quite a bit of that. But I was going to talk about Amanda's sponsoring, and that's all I'll do today because there's too much to even talk about. But connect with more people, whether on personal level or however you do, like whether you volunteer or anything, like just meeting new people in general. Like just get outside and be there, like be you, you know. And then send messages to plant the seeds. So like she does, she'll just send out opportunity messages first and then just let those people think about it, you know, whether they want to do the business or not. Then obviously you have to do personal development. Like make sure that sometimes somewhere in those books you will sneak in like Big L's or any of the other ones. And I try to share some of the books that I like. You have to be consistent, plant the seed, and then create the list of people that you ever offer the opportunity, and then go back and revisit with them. Because even for some people, it may have not been a good time at that time, but you never know, right? Okay, I'll stop right there. So a couple other things I want to do.
That wasn't the outfit she came here in.
What?
That wasn't the outfit she came here in.
Well, I figured. Okay, so a couple questions I have. 2 questions, actually. One, like, what is your guys' preferred method of communication? Like, is that okay in the messenger group? Like, does it get to be annoying if I post, like, if I share too much in there? Or do you okay, like, muting it if you don't want messages?
I have mine muted already.
Yeah, so, like, you just check it whenever you have time. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that is okay then? Then just keep going with the messenger group. And I'll still keep this group for things like this to post, because obviously we can do like long videos on there. And then one other thought that I had is maybe to do a Zoom call. It's kind of like this, but like it will be all like on the phone. So like I'll schedule a Zoom call. I don't want to do it every single week, like it gets too busy, but like maybe every other week, and it'll be like Motivation Monday or something at 7 p.m. You can mute it, so if the kids are running in the background, like going crazy, it's totally fine, and screaming, you know. But that way, like, we can all meet each other. Like, we have a lot of people that didn't even make it today, you know. Like, we can all meet each other and just talk and, like, being part of the team. Hi, honey. Love you. Oh, God, there's a lot of people in here. So that... to me, it's just kind of fun to have like this little ideas that I, for example, come across. I can share those with you guys, you know, like whatever works for me, or maybe eventually maybe something that works for somebody else, you know, like they can share it. But I'm not gonna put anybody on the spot and be like, yeah, you need to talk, you know, like I'll talk to you in advance if I want you to like maybe speak, but most of the time it's just gonna be me talking. But you can always ask questions there and stuff like that. Would you guys be interested in doing something like that? I mean, it's a Zoom call, so then...
If it's not very often, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once every 2 weeks, what do you think of that? Once a month?
Yeah, once a month is better.
Okay, sure. And like I said, it's not like you actually have to be physically present in there. Like, even if you just lay your phone and, like, you're still cooking supper or something, that's totally fine, you know? Okay. Like, you can just listen to it. You know what I mean?
I think, like, once a month at least to start.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then if things...
Because, like I said, we
can always do it more often.
Right. Okay. We can try that. That's totally fine with me.
I'll probably get cold feet right away if we do it a lot, though.
Oh, whatever. Okay, I need you. I'm going to be super duper fancy right now. Hang in there. I have 4 sheets of paper right now.
You got colored ones.
Hey, now. Okay, write your name on one and give it to me because I have some presents.
Presents?
Mm-hmm.
Presents?
Yes.
Did we all get something?
If you're lucky.
Hey!
You do, Nora. They behaving?
I don't know what we're doing, but okay.
They're all outside.
They're always outside. That's
It's a good place for them.
It's like the last nice day out
I love
for
how
them.
the boys are just chilling in there.
Should I still record?
Almost done. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I have some stuff inside of this that I shoved
How's
for
that?
traveling from
Eli, everything go good?
So I was lucky enough to get a hold of some.
Oh, I love that
Oh,
bag.
yeah.
I absolutely love that bag.
All right. Okay. It fits so much stuff in there. I put all of my stuff inside. All right. So. Okay. Who's ready?
We have names. I don't know.
You have all the names? Everybody's names? 2?
I'm late to the party.
You better put your name. Come on.
What is that?
They're probably banging on the windows now.
Oh, that's them downstairs. All right.
Oh, it looks like someone gets something of each, huh?
Okay. I have 3. How come I have 3?
Because one's here.
There we go. All right. So, we're gonna do 1, 2. I have 3. I have a notebook, just like mine up here. It's just Younique branded notebook. And I'm gonna do this little sign that says Power of You from Convention. It literally is from Convention. And I'll do a pen separately, so everyone gets something. So what I'm gonna do is whoever gets the first name gets to pick. Does that make sense? You
Gotcha.
pick one of 4. Okay. Tizzy. Let me guess.
How did you know?
I knew it. All right.
Awesome.
Okay. And there is a long strap too. You can wear it as a purse.
Ooh.
Pick me. How about that, Andrew? Which one would you like? Here. It's a makeup bag or a notebook or a
Notebook's
pen.
cool, too.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was going to be in this in a notebook.
Notebook,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here you go. All right. Jan.
She's going to take the makeup bag.
Yeah.
Thank you. She gets the pen.
All right.
That's just fine. Thank
This
you.
is from Convention. Yep, you're welcome. Okay, so one thing I was going to give you. Okay, I have one little recognition thing. So somebody is yellow. Congrats.
Thank you.
You're doing such a good job. Congratulations.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And then I printed this that Allie shared like 3 days ago. This is like how to create your 100 people list. So it's just so hard, like how do you come up with 100 people like this? Ridiculous, right? So she broke it down to little 5-person section, and it literally states, people, okay, spouses, co-workers, you know, my previous co-workers, my neighbors, college, you know. So I figured I'd just print because why not? Do you want one?
Thank you.
Okay, so just whenever, just to help out to make the list. What's up, buddy? But by the way, I love this notebook. It's like a book. It feels like a book, and it has a little thingy that you can stick in there.
Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah.
Bookmark.
Yes.
Built-in bookmark.
Yes. Super fancy. Oh, this
That's
came
my
with
alley.
that too. Sorry. Kleenexes.
Perfect.
They gave us so much swag. It was ridiculous. Like every day would come and be like, and today you're gonna get the new lash primer. We're like, yes. And today you're gonna get those press powder, like the new colors. You get that. It's like whoa. And today, I'm like, what's the next day? What are we doing? So then, like, half a day would pass. I'm like, I don't like this. They haven't announced any new product. We're not getting anything. What's happening? So we got the lash primer. We got the palette with new colors. And each one literally came in a tiny makeup bag. And then what else was in there? What did just come out? It was something else. The lash primer, that... Oh, hydrating primer. That's what else we got. It's like each product, like they pretty much pay you in product.
Hydrating primer?
Yes.
How do you get to know all of the products and what do
You
they do?
don't have to.
I've been
don't
struggling
have
with
to.
that big time.
Don't.
Like
Like whatever you do, whatever you use, share that. You don't have to. Yeah. Or I mean, you don't have to. A lot of things that I don't have, I just don't share.
Or Pinterest.
But
my hand's
you can
getting
probably
shaky now.
Yeah, shut it off.
How do I do that?
Oh my God! Right here is finish. See, like this, you finish the video.
It's a good thing. I think they need to make the font bigger.
Bray was watching us.